Now, ever since Joe Giudice has moved to Italy, I always wondered what his life was like over there. But let me tell you, this interview did not get off to a good start. There was some kind of storm over there in Italy, so we had a bad connection. We couldn't get the Zoom to work. Then we tried to reschedule the appointments and couldn't get on the same page. So we just decided to do it by telephone. And I'm glad that I did. I saw a whole different side of Joe. He was humble. He was open. He was funny. I don't even remember Joe Giudice being funny on The Real Housewives of New Jersey, but he was very funny. He talked about his businesses that he's opening over there, and one of the businesses was a sex toy for women. I mean, hey, it worked for Candy Burris. You got to make your money somehow. So why don't you guys go ahead and take a look at this interview, and then I'll talk to you after the interview. Hi guys, how are you today? Okay, as promised, we got Joe Giudice on the line from Italy. Hi Joe, how are you?
How are you? I'm actually Joe Giudice from New Jersey, but you could call me Joe Giudice from Italy for now.
How is life for you in Italy?
I mean, it's good. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful country, and there's nothing wrong with Italy. I mean, it's great. But, I'm from, when you grew up in New Jersey, you know what I mean? You're used to New Jersey.
Yeah.
But listen, it's better than where I was, and I'm adjusting. You know what I mean? I adjust. I'm like a chameleon. I adjust anywhere. But, it's not bad. I'm not going to say it's bad because it's not. So, I mean, listen, I'd rather be home with my kids, but I mean, what am I going to do under circumstances what I have to deal with?
You're extremely active on your Instagram account, and people are saying you're more open than you were before you went to prison. Do you think that's true?
Probably, yes.
How would you say prison changed you?
I mean, I guess it kind of, you kind of humbles you in a way, you know what I mean? And, pretty much that's what happens. You kind of get, you kind of humble yourself while you're there. You just, there's a lot of time in your hands, and basically you just read and you learn to make use of whatever time you have there,
When you were on New Jersey, The Real Housewives of New Jersey, it was like you guys had cameras around all the time. Would you say that the show contributed to the end of your marriage? Not the total reason, but did it not help you in your marriage?
Well, I mean, you know what? Our marriage was fine until, this whole, thing of me getting deported and everything. I mean, if I didn't get deported and I would have came home, I mean, I'm sure we still would have been together. But under the circumstances right now, what are we supposed to do? I mean, she lives there, I live here. Listen, it's time to move on. That's all. There's nothing you could do. If I could make it different, I would. But I mean, it's not in my hands. So I mean, we have to pretty much deal with whatever hand we're dealt with.
I see that on your Instagram account. You posted a very, I would say, loving and warm happy birthday to Teresa. Are you guys on good terms?
Okay, yeah. No, we pretty much talk every day, you know what I mean? I talk to the kids every day. I mean, yeah. No, we're good.
On the show, you were really close to her father, who just recently passed. How are you handling that? I think you guys were really close, weren't you?
Yeah, you know what? I've known the man for a long time. I mean, I've known him since I was a kid, pretty much. So, I mean, I've known Teresa. My father was in the hospital when Teresa was born. So, I mean, that's how far back we go.
Oh, wow, really?
So, we're pretty much, yeah. So we've been like family since kids, you know what I mean? Just always close and, always together, grew up together, so.
And so you sent me a copy of your new YouTube show, This Old Villa with Joe Giudice. You said that is her father's villa?
That's her father's house that was left to him by his parents, and so I'm fixing it for my kids. Yes, that's something that in memory of her father, to the kids. I mean, so it's the kids, So I'm just pretty much putting it together for them.
What made you decide to do your own show on a YouTube channel?
Because I got skills.
That's good. Yeah. I mean, it really looked like a really cute, interesting show. It really does. Are you going to be having like other family members on the show?
Yes, I have a cousin of mine that's we're doing the construction with, and we're going to continue to show, and we're going to continue doing things, and continue buying houses and redoing them, and you know, all different, whatever it might be. You know what I mean? It could be anything. You know what I mean? There's there's so much history out here that whatever you pick up, and don't forget, there's so many people in America and pretty much Italians, just put it this way, that were left properties here that really don't know what to do with them. You know what I mean? They're just sitting there, and so if they could trust somebody out here to redo them for them, you know what I mean? It's a home run for everybody.
Do you plan on living in the villa after the?
It's gonna be a home that I'm gonna have. As far as staying anywhere, but I'm gonna probably stay there because it's gonna really be a nice spot once it's done. And it's got a beautiful view. It's got sun all day long.
Now, on your Instagram, I seen something, a post about celebrity boxing. Are you going to box a celebrity?
Yeah, I believe it's Jennifer Lopez's ex-husband. I don't know which one, right? But whatever his name is, I don't even know his name, to be honest with you. Jennifer Lopez's ex, Ojani Noah.
Oh, her first husband. Wow.
Whoever that is, that's what I'm fighting.
So, a lot of fans wanted to know, do you plan on moving from Italy, maybe to Canada or someplace like that?
Well, probably gonna see what's going on in the Bahamas. I was actually already supposed to be there, all right, but now with this whole quarantine and this whole mess that's going on, it delayed everything for a while. But yes, I'm gonna see what's going on in the Bahamas because it's close to my kids. You know what I mean? It's close to the family, and anybody can get on a plane on a weekend and just come out for 2 or 3 hours, and go back on the same weekend. It's not a big deal. So I'm working on that. But probably 6, 7 months over there, maybe 3 months over here. You know what I mean? We'll see. I don't know.
What is comfy grip?
Comfy grip is basically a grip that goes around like what do you call it over there? It's a grip that basically goes around like any, let's say a hose, construction stuff, wheelbarrows. You put it on the ends. You know what I mean? You wrap it around and you hold it and you wheel it so it doesn't hurt your hands. You know what I mean? It's good for that. You could use it for the one thing that I always was like, and I would always like, put my sleeves down or something if it was in the winter. Mm-hmm. Is to push the shopping carts around in shopping centers, all right? Mm-hmm. To me, that's like skeevy because everybody touches that and it's like real dirty. But you could use it for that, wrap it around, and you just basically push the shopping cart around, and it's actually pretty handy. You know what I mean? They're actually pretty good. And with all this Corona stuff going around, and you got to wear gloves, you got to do that. I mean, when you're shopping and you got gloves on, you can't even use a phone. You know what I mean? And you know how you're shopping, you're always on a phone. You know what I mean? To pass the time, you do your shopping, you're on a phone. All right, but
was this your creation, and have you already started selling it?
Well, we just started. Yeah, we're just starting. It's already in production, ready to go. I'm about to launch it pretty soon.
Good for you, Joe. It is really
What's
good.
That?
I said good for you. That's a good idea. It's really.
And they're also washable, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I believe it's going to be somewhere around 1995, and it's made in the USA.
That sounds like a really good product. It looks like you're really thriving and moving forward, and you have a real positive attitude. It's good to see that you're in a good place right now.
And I'm also, I started another business. Actually about 2 or 3 months ago. Kind of fell into my lap. A friend of mine reached out to me in regards to adult toys, let's just say, right? But they're basically massages for women, and they are the Rolls Royce of massages. Okay, and that's why I got into it. And I always found that business interesting. Okay, but this kind of fell into my lap, and we went over it and over it and over it. And it's called Zallo.com. All right, Zallo USA. All right, and I got to tell you, they're on the Rolls Royce.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
I mean, and they're like female, you know what I mean? Female massagers, okay? And I gotta tell you one thing, if you see the packaging and the whole thing, all right, and it starts from $60 to $200, all right? We got a new one coming out in June, probably June, the end of June sometime, the middle of June, the end of June. It's called the King. All right.
Oh
This thing has
my
got a thrusting
God.
motion. All right. You got to see this thing. I mean, it's pretty. It looks like a woman, but definitely into it. Have a lot of fun with this thing.
Oh my
And
God.
especially with all this crap going around, you might as well have them inside.
I mean, oh my God. Up to
I gotta think
200.
of one for guys. I gotta come up with one for guys. I gotta for guys now. But anyway,
You're going to make a sex toy for men too?
well, that's gonna be somewhere down the line, yeah. Well, but it has to be like a good product. It can't be like these products that everybody sells. You know what I mean? You have to come out with something very creative and like the toys that we got on, like the ones that we got now. They're like I said, they're Rolls Royce of all, woman massages. Put it that way.
Oh
To make
my
it sound nice,
God. Do you plan on posting your show weekly, daily? How are you going to do that?
Well, we're gonna figure that out. You know what I mean? I don't like to post too much. You know what I mean? So sometimes posting too much is no good.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll figure it out. You know what I mean? We'll post it like once every 2 weeks, once a week. We'll figure it out.
It's good to see that you're in a good place. And when you do celebrity boxing, I'm going to check back in with you, okay?
Not a problem. I think it should be sometime in October, if I'm not mistaken, October 24th. So then I got to start hitting the mountain again.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay, Joe. Oh, one more question just entered my mind before I go. How did you lose all that weight?
Well, I lost a lot of weight while I was in there because all I did in there was basically work out and do a lot of. I did a lot of programming, a lot of working out. I did some college courses while I was in there. You know what I mean? I always kept myself busy in there. But most of the time, whenever I wasn't doing courses or whatever, I was basically working out. Whatever. I always working out, hitting the pads, doing whatever it was. You got to keep your mind focused in that place all the time. Otherwise, you'll either turn into you can easily get obese in there.
Okay, just how bad was it being in there? Like, because I heard you were kind of like not taking it well, very, we saw on television, you were very like ornery. How bad did it get?
Yeah, no, it's bad in there. I mean, look, just imagine being locked up in a room all day like a caged animal, and I mean, it's not easy. It's a terrible thing. Every day you just want the day to go by. You know what I mean? Almost 3.5 years of that crap. You know what I mean? It's terrible.
I can only imagine. Look,
7 months in immigration alone, and that was the worst. That was worse. That was worse than sitting in the 3 years of federal prison I had to do. Going into immigration was the worst thing ever.
yeah, I can only imagine. That sounds terrible.
And then you're away from your family. You're thinking about your kids all the time. You know what I mean? It's everybody. It's tough.
All right, Joe, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this interview. I really appreciate you talking to me, and it's good to see that you're in a good place right now, headspace right now. It's good to see that. I will be checking back in with you when you do celebrity boxing. Thank you for doing the interview.
It was a pleasure. Make sure that you wash your hands. Use a lot of sanitizers, and don't forget to always comb your hair.
Okay. Nice talking to you, Joe. Bye-bye. It's really good to see that Joe is doing good for himself over there. He's thriving, he looks happy, and I'm going to most definitely check back in with him after this celebrity boxing. In the meantime, you guys check out his new show on his YouTube channel, This Old Villa with Joe Giudice. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.